National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft. What an unlikely story to get to that spot. A zero-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
11 on the play. And the Titans first down.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now Ward. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Tennessee.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Ward. That's into the hands of Ironman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious. Throwing now, Ward. And this pass broken up.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On fourth down, on is the veteran, Joey Slye for the Titans field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Slye able to put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the made field goal, here's Slye to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
Well, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Smith. That's caught by Tucker. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Geno. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd
On
and
any
10.
passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno going to hand it to Genty. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Now Smith. Open man right side, Myers. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Smith now to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Again, Smith. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Mayer there to bring it in. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
2nd down and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Geno now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's good. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw with Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Michael Mayer from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was finished off by a Michael Mayer touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the gun, here's Ward. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Completes this one with Thornton. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Smith. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
A 6-yard pickup.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
Joey Slide to
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Smith. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Raheem Mostert from 6 yards away. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw is Ward. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Titans first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Throwing is Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Again, it's Ward. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the gun, Ward steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Now Ward. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Throwing now, Ward. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
24-yard line.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Smith now to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So here is Cam Ward and the Titans. Down 14-9, 90 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Here comes second down at 5. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
First down, Titans.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's first and 10. Able to hook up here with Ridley.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Pickup brings up second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Here's second down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Complete to Van Jefferson.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.